Dude's crazy,
AllBall
man.
TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Steph Curry and LeBron James making the news again. Steph Curry this time, he sounds like LeBron. Apparently, he wants to team up with LeBron. All the battles we've had on the court and the back and forth, the fact that we actually go to be teammates, that's in the Olympics. I think there's a deepened respect and friendship there. Hopefully, there will be more experiences in the future, even if we're teammates or not. Steph Curry on his friendship with LeBron James. Kendrick Perkins called it. He said, remember, you build relationships over there and with the Olympics with the 6 rings. Is it 5 or 6 rings? Whatever it is. Don't disrespect the Olympics. I don't know who's more disgusted. I think, AllBall's already more disgusted. How do you feel about Steph Curry throwing the olive branch to LeBron James?
Flea, what are we doing, man? Well, like, what are these guys doing, Flea? Like, seriously, man. I don't want to compare it to back in the days, but Patrick Ewing and Jordan was close friends. Barkley and Jordan was close friends. Magic and Isaiah was close friends. I'm pretty sure we've had more guys in the league that were close friends. They didn't want to play with each other. I want to compete against you. Mm-hmm. I hate it. I hate it. Now, like I always tell y'all, it's hard to root against Steph Curry. I watched the tutorial earlier today on YouTube. Curry is a great dude, bro. Like, what he does as far as when he's on the court and, they show clips of, people in the crowd and how Curry would be the only one to walk over. So it's hard to root against Steph Curry. But I hate that he says this because I really think, LeBron James is his nemesis when it comes to this era in a respectful way. I'm not saying they dislike each other, none of that, but
which they did.
I think they both right. I think they both stand in each other's way. I keep telling y'all, the LeBron Jordan comparison to me is wrong. I think Curry stood in his way. Now, if Curry only had 2-3 rings and LeBron had 5 or 6, then we could make the case. But I think LeBron and Curry, I think that should have been the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson thing. But it's hard because Curry's not going to buy into that. Good guy, family guy, But I hate it, Flea. I hate it. And to even have these talks now when y'all both are basically out the door. I don't see both of y'all playing for another 5 years at this level. So it's like, just imagine if LeBron and Curry link up. For what? I don't understand. I don't know why Curry is saying this. And LeBron needs to be careful because if this does happen and you win a championship, they're not going to respect that. They're just not. So Flea, I don't get it. I hate that everybody is so nice. And to me, the competition, man, the competitiveness of the game, man, it's gone. I'm sorry. When I see this, it doesn't get me excited for the upcoming season besides watching my Knicks. I'm being honest. I'm tired of a whole season of guys smiling with each other, hugging each other. You just gave me 50 and you on the court smiling with me. We switching jerseys. I'm sick of that, man. So I don't like it. And, and I'll finish with this. A couple years ago, when this was a thing, and Curry kind of put it to bed. Like, I'm good over here.
He stepped on it, yeah.
Right. And that's what you're supposed to do. I would hope LeBron would come out and say that. Like, nah, bro, I want to compete against you. You're the greatest point guard I've ever seen. I want to beat you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I understand.
So I don't like it. And I'm going to say it again. This is why Clay got up out of there. And they backstabbed my man Clay. Straight up. That mean all this time, my man wasn't a splash brother, bro. Him and Draymond did him dirty. Nah, seriously. I rocks with Clay, and I don't like when things like that happen. They backstabbed my guy, and this is nasty. This is nasty work. It's nasty work. I hate it.
I think it's par for the course. right? This is the era we live in. This is what we've been watching now for about a decade. We've watched multiple super teams. We can have an entire episode on how many super teams were created within the last 15 years. You know what I'm saying? This is the culture now. I don't agree with it. You don't, and I know Ray does. And we all love the competitiveness of basketball. We all love the competitiveness. But the blatant slap in the face that they do with the fans and people that love it, right? This caters, and I know we don't like using the term casuals. Like, I don't like using it anymore because I don't like talking like that. But for the sake of the conversation, that's more for the casual fan who looks at the aesthetic of what it looks like. Damn, LeBron James and Steph Curry playing together? Huh, I'm all in. Every day I'm watching that. For us, the lovers, the ones that like peel back the layers and care about the competitive nature of the game, nah, we don't want that. What is this? I might not even watch them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like that. Like, you cheating the game. It feels like you starting to cheat the game a little bit, right? It's no surprise that soundbite or that quote comes out. It seems like people don't want to play in Golden State. Now, does that have to do with playing with Steph Curry? Does that have to do with playing for Steve Kerr? What does that have to do with? But you struck out on Paul George. You struck out on Lauri Markkanen. You striking out on LeBron James. You struck out on a few different Brandon Ingram. I just heard Brandon Ingram's name come up. That was stepped on quick. Like, why is nobody thirsting to go play in Golden State next to the best shooter of all time? Why not?
I like that. Wow. I got two reasons. Draymond Green and Draymond Green.
That's fair. That's fair. One of my reasons
is probably Steve Kerr's the third.
One of my reasons is Steve Kerr, because I think people are starting to understand some things about who Steve Kerr is as a coach.
Him and KD wasn't getting along either.
The overrated word is going to start being used against him much more, right? That 22 championship, that saved them. I was like, okay, you got that championship with some things that you had to adjust. You had to get the best out of Andrew Wiggins. You had to get the best out of Jordan Poole. You had to get the best out of Kevon Looney, right? You had to get the best out of those guys. You had to uplift those guys, right? So now that kind of saves you a little bit. But, bruh, if I can't see Steve Kerr, like, continue to put together championship-level teams, you ain't got to win it. Big shout out to OG Pop. Pop ain't always win it, but they were always championship level, right? That means something.
Fabian, before you go, Flea, please, I would love this to be a topic probably Friday, because tomorrow we do Knicks Rehab.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the performance Curry put on in the Olympics, you see how much people love Curry and say he's a great leader, a great teammate.
Mm-hmm.
If they can't get nobody to play over there, is it because of Steph Curry? I would love for us to, and Flea, this is you brought this up. I would love to talk about that one day, Fabian, because I never thought about that like that. Like, why is nobody thirsty to go over to, and then now in San Francisco, the new arena, number great things over there, great organization. And like I said, playing with the best point guard, the greatest shooter of all time, great guy at the same time. Why is nobody thirsty to go over there? Thank you, Flea. I got to give you props for that. I never thought about that.
Why Giannis not kicking down the door to go play over there? Why Joel?
Why nobody not?
Why Joel, who's with Under Armour? Him and Steph with Under Armour. Why Joel not kicking the door down to go play alongside Steph Curry? I'm just throwing names out there at this point. But tell me, Fabian, why not?
Why did Clay close the door on him? Drop the key in it.
That's a great
Steph, stay out of this. Specifically, came out, Steph, stay out of this. I don't know why. There is something, I think it's a lot to do with Draymond Green and what's going on there. A lot to do with Steph Curry being so quiet. All of a sudden, when you talk, you want to pitch to LeBron. That's interesting. I forgot that he did that a couple years back, AllBall. Nah, he always said, I don't need him. He would always kind of try to sun LeBron to be competitive. So this is new. This is new. This is not competitive.
And let's not forget that little smoke they had when they was on the court, which I love. Remember LeBron? Remember the blocks? The looking at him like, get out of here, little man. Remember that was a thing.
But I can't be a hypocrite. I can't slander Charles Barkley every chance I get. Because you try to join the Portland Trail Blazers. You try to join the Chicago Bulls, my brother. Knock it off, Charles Barkley. This is what typically happened in the NBA before the new era. I don't mind seeing it, me personally. So I disagree, Flea. I'm going to surprise you a little bit. I don't mind seeing that.
Nothing
it's supposed to happen when you.
Me. Absolutely nothing you do surprises me. Continue.
I don't like your tone.
I'm here.
At 36. Yo, I forgot Steph Curry's 36.
Yes. Getting a little long in the tooth. Pause.
So I don't mind that. I don't mind him trying to go to the Lakers. LeBron ain't going to Golden State. That's a rebuild. You're letting go of Steph Curry. You rebranded the whole thing in Golden State. The Lakers are not. The Lakers want all the drama over there.
Yeah, I think at this point, that 1 year deal is the reason why Steph only. Well, it was an extension or a 1 year deal.
I thought it was a 1 year. I said 1 year deal, but I'm wondering myself if it's an extension, 60 million, right?
It gets him through the 26th season. It gets him through the 26th season. So we going into 25. It gets him through next year.
Yeah, 26, 27.
We gotta look at that again closely.
Yeah, I want to look at that because if he signed an extension, which is only 1 year, 60, close to $63 million a year.
I don't mind seeing him in LA.
Steph could be a hired gun. Right. Like Steph could go anywhere and be a hired gun, y'all.
They're gonna be a hired BB gun over there, bro. They're old. Now I've been telling y'all this since last year. Your man LeBron is 40. Steph Curry's about to be 40. AD, it looks like he's 40. I would love to see it because you guys are old.
You don't lose the ability to shoot the basketball, Ray. You don't lose that ability. And
that's what you hit me with?
You don't lose the ability to shoot the basketball. I said a hired gun. I said a guy to come off the bench 15 to 20 minutes a game on a contending team and hit shots. Why can't he do that?
Curry's coming off the bench?
At 38 or 39? Yes. Yes.
At $59 million on the bench.
If you think that's not the case.
Listen, first of all, you know me. You know I'm down for any kind of talk about benching people who's supposed to be on the bench.
OG, 39 years old, Steph Curry, you still want him to be your starting point guard?
Curry will never come off the bench.
Yo, man.
Ever.
Yo, all right.
Listen, but what do you mean? Hold on. Paul George is about to be 38 when his contract is over with the Philadelphia 76ers. You want him as your starting small forward?
I promise you, by the time Paul George contract is up with Philly, he's not a starter anymore. Promise. He not.
By the end of his contract.
By the end of his contract, Paul George is still going to be a starter in the NBA 4 years from now.
Send Paul George to China, man.
Thank you. To Djibouti. Y'all know what I like. Send him to Djibouti.
Send him with his man.
Yeah. Go to Djibouti.
Putting up them all-star numbers out there.
Your man said, now I know what it feels like to be LeBron.
We could talk about that on Friday because I want to
No, we will not.
I want to kill him.
I just wanted to end it right there. That's I do not want to talk about that any further.
Listen, I know
Pat
what LeBron
Bev is
feels
a nut
like
king.
now. Pat Beverly, get out of here.
Pat Bev is crazy.
He's a nut.
Anything else? Steph Curry ruined the Warriors? That's the headline right there.
I knew. See? And comments, get him. Get him, y'all.
He ruined the Warriors.
Hey, listen. He lost one of the most legendary go down in history finals, maybe of all time. People keep forgetting that 73-9, unanimous MVP.
Coughing up a 3-1 lead in the finals is nasty.
But Flea, hold on, coughing up a 3-1 in the finals, being 73-9 and a unanimous MVP.
Unanimous. Never happened in the NBA.
Hey, Flea, don't you tell me he was a hired gun?
At 39, yes.
Okay. And he was 27 back then. What was he shooting in that finals? Did Steph Curry ruin the Warriors? That's the real question. Did he ruin his own legacy? Remember, you're the one that put.
No. Leave it at that.
Ball.
I asked a question.
Let's talk about that Friday.
He's diabolical.
Yeah,
OG.
Listen,
he's disgusting. You see him?
That's that.
Smithers.
Yo, Fabian. Yo.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.